Hello, and welcome back to Jamie's Man Cave, or Man Cave Beers if you're listening on the podcast. I don't know why I decided to give it two different names for essentially the same thing, but Man Cave Beers podcast seems to fit better for a podcast, and Jamie's Man Cave seems to fit better for YouTube and Instagram. I don't know, maybe. Another beer review. This one is that way up. Full Circle Brew Co. And it's Grain Dance and it's barley wine, 8.8%. And my first tasting of a barley wine, so we'll see how this goes. Full Circle Brew Co. is the first box that I ordered from the Bruiser Beer subscription service, and it will also feature as a brewery of the month for April. Let's pour it. Here we go. I'm going to go steady with it. We'll just put a little bit in the glass there. Look at that. Nice brownish, ambery pour. It smells quite strong. It smells like quite dark roasted. Some dark dried fruits, maybe like a fruits that have been soaked in a brandy or a whiskey that are going to be put into a crumble or a cake or sponge cake, like a Christmas pudding. But obviously hasn't got any of them Christmas spices, it's just the fruit. Now, in terms of barley wine, and this being my first time trying, barley wines can be something that kind of puts me off, mainly because obviously it's going to be that strong, dark sort of flavours, but also they're quite high in ABV, aren't they? So finding the perfect time to sit down and drink a barley wine is for me not easy. It's not one I would sit down of a weeknight and drink because it's a little bit too much. I don't quite know where it fits into the rotation, as I call it, in terms of if you sat down and you're drinking a lager or an IPA or a New England or something like that, a pale ale, this doesn't really fit in there. And the same with some of the higher ABV stouts as well, or the impies. They're hard to fit in. So I've decided just to go for it on this one because I haven't had a barley wine before. I thought it'd be a good one to bring to the YouTube channel. Why not? Let's have a try. Smells big and boozy. Dark, dried fruit. Ooh. There is obviously the roasted malts with like a toasted oatiness. It's a bit like an overdone oatmeal and raisin cookie. That's what I'm getting from that, and that's quite good. I like that cookie. Quite thick, a little bit syrupy. So you've got the dark toasted malts, slightly bitter. Obviously it's got that sort of thickness, the syrupiness. You've got the big boozy 8% hit, 8.8% hit, and then afterwards you've got dried fruits like a raisin and that sort of oaty finish. The best way I could probably describe it is that oatmeal and raisin cookie that's been a little bit overcooked, a bit toasted, but it's good, tastes nice. I'm pretty pleased with it. I'm pretty happy with my first try of a barley wine and it being something I quite like. I've got the rest of a 440 can to finish though. It's going to be a sipper, no doubt. It's Full Circle Brew Co. Grain Dance barley wine, 8.8%. And like I say, it will feature as brewery the Full Circle Brew Co. will feature as Brewery of the Month for April. There are other breweries that have featured as Brewery of the Month. We've done Pressure Drop Brew Co. We did Monty's Brewery, which was a little sort of traditional ales that I found over in Powys in Wales. And what else did we do? We did another one. What was that? I forgot now. Oh, New Bristol Brewery as well. We've done. So you'll be able to find the link for them in the description over on the Lone Wolves Collective website, which is where all the beer blogs go. And like I say, I have just started a podcast all about beer, the industry, a bit of a virtual pub almost. I'm going to bring you some episodes of, and that's Man Cave Beers podcast. Links in the description for that. For this though, this is the YouTube beer review of my first barley wine, and it's pretty good. Nice toasted oatmeal and raisin cookie. And I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.